students. Today we're going to analyze one question. The question is here. The heights of the Form 5 students in a school are normally distributed with a mean of 160 cm and a standard deviation of 10 cm. If a Form 5 student is chosen at random from school, find the probability that he is taller than 165 cm. Okay, first thing first, we need to analyze. What is the questions required? Find the probability. Probability, we write one P here. Probability that a person X, I don't know who, so I put X, is taller than is this symbol, taller than 165 cm. So taller than 165 cm. Okay. And second, we have a mean of 160 cm. Mean, the symbol of mean is this. Mean is 160. And a standard deviation, the symbol of standard deviation is this. Is 10 cm. Okay, that's all. Okay, three things you analyze and write it down. Mean, standard deviation. Okay, then the second thing is how are we going to find the answer? How are we going to find this answer, the probability? When you see these kind of questions, look at the questions where they have this word, normally distributed. The important things need to say 3 times. Normally distributed. When you see normally distributed, means you need a table and a formula. What table is that? The table is at this place. Let me show you the table. If we in your textbook, or your teacher will give you a hard copy, or in exam they will give you this formula, this hard copy. Okay, this is the table that require. Okay, the second thing is formula. The formula is Z equal X, a capital X, minus mean over standard deviation. Okay, this is the formula. Why do we need formula? This one is like we are talking to the table. Okay, we want to find the answer from the table. Those small words inside here is the answer of this probability, is the answer. But they cannot understand X greater than 165. Like you talking to a Korean people, you use Japanese language to talk to a Korean. They couldn't understand. You use Japanese words to talk to German. Okay, they cannot understand as well. Okay, you talk to a Malay or Indian or Chinese words, they cannot understand as well. So you need to translate. You need to translate the things in the table. The table can understand. What is the words that the table can understand? They can understand Z. This one is called Z score. This is why we need this formula, in order for the table to understand and find the answer for us, so you get marks. Okay, this is the formula. Let us see. First one is X. What is X? X is from the questions. To find the probability that a person is taller than 165, so the things I want to find, I will insert in. The second is the mean. I already found the mean, 160, so I will put 160 here. And the third is standard deviation, 10. Okay, so I will insert everything in. Z is equals 160 minus, 165 minus 160 over 10. The answer will be 0.5. Use a calculator. Let me know if the answer is wrong. That means my calculator got problem already. Okay, this is the Z score. So I will translate. Okay, now I already translate. P X greater than 165 is equal to P Z greater than 0.5. The very last thing is you need to understand one thing, so-called table. Oh, sorry, it's a graph. This graph, a bell graph. A bell graph, we have a middle line. This is the mean. or we say average. The average of the students, of the height of the students is 160 cm. Average lah, 160 lah, more or less 160. This one is average. So I want to find greater than 165. This is for our own understanding. This is the graph. And if you want to let the table understand, you will tell the table different things. You will tell the table, oh, our average is 0. And can you help me to find the probability of students who are taller than 0.5? This is the thing you want to tell the table. 0.5, because you found already, you translate it into. So I want to find 0.5. I go to the table and find Z. Z is over here. This is Z. 0.5 is here. So the answer is 0.3085. Why I use this? I don't use this, or this, or this? Because the column is over here. 0.5 behind got no more number, means 0. So I will look at the 0 column. If the behind is 5, 1, and I will look at the 1 column, then I will choose this as 3050 as my answer. But because the behind is 0, nothing, so I will use 3085. The final answer come out. So P is, the probability is 0.3085. This is the final answer. Okay, so when you see this kind of question, the first is analyze. Second, when you see normal distributed, means you need a table, you need a formula. So you need to ask yourself, how I want to find the answer, how? Normally distributed, you need a table, you need a formula to translate it. So you can find the answer from the table. And the third is analyze the graph, understand the graph. Okay, insert the number into the formula and you can find the answer. Alright, later I will send you another similar questions to try on, and please submit the answer. You snap a photo and then WhatsApp me or WeChat me or Facebook me, anything. Okay, snap pictures and submit it to me by today. By today means 11:59 p.m. tonight. You can do it 11:45 if you can finish it within 15 minutes. And make sure your Wi-Fi is good, in a good condition, and you can hand it up to me by 11:59. Okay, yeah, just that. See you. Bye.